Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Club. I am Penge and welcome to Survive the Blackout, which is a narrative survival adventure game that asks the question, if all of a sudden there was no power at all to power up any of the electronic devices upon which people have become so very dependent, would humanity at that time come together? Would they unite as one to try and fix this terrible problem? Or would humanity absolutely descend into lawlessness, chaos and carnage? And the answer to that question in Survive the Blackout is very much the latter. So yes, everything has gone wrong. Society has collapsed. It's all fallen apart. Lawless and anarchy rule everywhere. And it's all gone a little bit wrong because there is no power anywhere. And people aren't really very best pleased with this. And we control a little band of survivors. And we've got to keep them alive. So we've got to get medicine and food and that kind of stuff. And we're going to be thrown a number of different situations that we have to deal with. So we're going to be trying to travel to a certain place. And we have to deal with various things that pop up on the way. And it's an interesting sort of mix of different styles, and there's kind of storytelling and role play elements in there as well. And I thought it was worth checking out. It is on Steam right now. If you are interested, as always, there are links to the Steam store page in the video description below. And we got a key to this from the developers, which is very kind. So thank you very much, developer folks. It's very lovely of you indeed. So I think without any further ado, let's go in and see if we can survive the blackout. We couldn't have anticipated this. No one could. 3 months ago, all electric devices overcharged and burned out. People called it the blackout. And indeed, here we see the situation. So this city here, there's no lights on. There is no power here at all in any way, shape or form. Oh dear. And here we see it all descending into nonsense because here is somebody with a shooty gun. So accidents and disasters that followed it took a toll on the population. No family was unharmed by the blackout, cut off from the rest of the country and unable to find any authorities. All we could do was watch our world fall apart. Chaos ruled the streets. Nowhere was safe. Then the light appeared, a beacon of hope in the dark. Our choices were stay here and die or try to reach it. I mean, that's not much of a choice, is it? I think I'm going to go for the latter option, please. I think we should try and reach this crazy big light show on a hill because it's either that or die. So yeah, let's go find the light show on a hill, please. We were luckier than most. We found the Doctor, but I don't think it means the Doctor like Doctor Who, because otherwise you could just get in the TARDIS and go to the great big light show on the hill. So no, I don't think it means the Doctor, it's a Doctor. So we found a Doctor, and he knew the way to the light. He convinced us that there was still hope and took care of us. When we doubted, with his nerve and strength, he reassured that we were safe and in good hands. Oh, it's got very dark very quickly. It's got very sinister. This morning we found him, his own light extinguished. It is up to us to reach the light now. Okay, so with the Doctor gone, I think we now need to pick a new leader of our group. Now, this isn't our whole group, I believe. I think we have 3 people. So I think we pick our leader, and then I think we get 2 other random people. So let's have a look. So we've got Alex here. So Alex's little bio thing says, before the blackout, Alex was a skilled mechanic. He's too young, you say. He has what it takes for the job. And more. This boy knows his way around all kinds of technical stuff, not only cars, and he is a survivalist. Let's go to you. You're Boris. Boris left Ukraine to find a job and a better life. He thought that the hardest time is past him, but during the blackout, he lost his family. Now Boris won't let anyone close to him get hurt. He will save them at all costs. He is an idealist. Okay, he sounds like a kind of noble hero type. And then we've got you. Now, we cannot choose her as a leader because she is a child. So Anne is alone in the world. Even though she'd rather hide in moments of danger, she has lots of inner strength. Her age can be an advantage. Even some real horrible people sometimes have a soft spot for children. And she is an idealist. And then we click on you. So this is Sarah, a mysterious woman with a tongue as sharp as a knife. Strong appearance, dressed in motorcycle clothes, inseparable with her helmet. Her cat-like smile sometimes makes you wonder if she meddled in some fishy affairs. Okay, so she's got a potential for a checkered past, and she is a survivalist. I think you were a survivalist, weren't you, Alex? Yeah, so they're both survivalists. Okay, and then we've got Jack. So Jack used to work for Prime fashion magazines to make a sudden change in his career profile and became a war photographer. Crikey, yeah, that's a drastic change of photography pace. Still hopeful and kind, his intuition and a good eye for detail let him see through people. He's a loner. Okay, but he's got a good eye for detail. That might be useful. And then we've got Sanvi. Sanvi came to the country to study marketing, then opened a thriving business. Sanvi was the best in her field, and she could easily talk everyone to her ideas. She might seem fragile, but her inner strength carried her through her life turmoils. And she is also an idealist. I think, were you the idealist? Yes, okay. So we have to pick one of these people. Yeah, we can't pick her. What I'm thinking is, my initial thought is to pick you, because I like this bit here. Now, Boris won't let anyone close to him get hurt. He will save them at all costs. That sounds very heroic indeed. I like that idea. I mean, I think if we were to put people together, I think he would be kind of a leader, and then you get tech support over here, because, yeah, he sounds like a tech support person, and then you get kind of the muscle, because she seems like someone that she is not bothered. So, yeah, she's got motorcycle clothes, she's got a helmet, and she's got a dodgy past and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think that would be the ideal trio, I imagine, but I think it's random. But we'll choose Boris. Also, he has this lovely sort of red neckerchief type thing on as well, which is very, very good. So, yeah, Boris, okay, we will choose you. Lead us to the light, Boris. Okay, here we go. So we have got ourselves Boris, Sanvi and Sarah. Okay, so it's not too bad. We've got Sarah on board, who we kind of wanted at the start. So they have their own little bio here. So we've got this bit of text that we saw before, and this bit here says, haunted by memories of his dead family, he can't move on. Will you help him? Oh, Boris, I will try my very best. What is this poor thing? Papa Bear, heart of gold, and impressive strength. He's got a heart of gold. Oh, Boris, I'm glad we picked you. Oh, you're a lovely leader. That's probably the best leader choice we could have had. Okay, so right, have they each got these little skill things then? Oh, this is good. Diplomat. You can talk your way out of the worst scenarios. Oh, this is good. I assume that just because she's not the leader, we can still make use of this little skill thing. Okay, so she's got all that stuff that we saw before. Sanvi's heart seems broken. She has some unfinished business from before the blackout. Okay, so she's got some sort of mysterious past as well. What's gone on there? And Sarah has the Viper's agility. You can silently scout most places without being noticed. That is very, very useful as well. I like that. So Sarah looks tough, but something is weighing her down. What is she hiding? Okay, so these two, you two are sort of, you've got checkered pasts, and Boris just has a tortured past because his family are all gone. Okay, fine. So we know a little bit more about the people we've got. They have their basic stats over here. So they've got some health. They've got some of whatever that word. How do you pronounce that? Satiety? Hunger. It's a hunger meter, essentially. So you've got food and drinks at a meter. We've got stamina and we've got morale. And up here we've got our inventory. So we've got no medicine. We've got no food. We've got no energy drinks. I like the fact that we take energy drinks. And we've got no mood boosters, which I imagine it's just going to be alcohol, isn't it? It's just going to be beer and very strong liquor, because that's what that bottle looks like. And then, I think we can set up a camp. I don't quite know how we go about doing that, but yeah, we'll find out when we have to. And then, yes, here comes the narrative bit. So this sort of very chilling image there. Yesterday, we had a clear goal set by the Doctor. We were to find his old friend Frank to stock up for the road. Today we found the Doctor outside like that. He left us. Why did he do that? And then we get a choice of these options. So we can either say we have to bury the body. We can say we should hurry. Let's gather our stuff and move. We cannot leave him there. If this man was nice to us, we can't leave him there. Search the body, then bury the Doctor. Or Boris, you knew him best. What do you think? And this is a special action that I believe we can play because Boris is in the party. So we might see different ones of these as we come up with different situations. So yeah, Boris, you knew him best. What do you think? We should bury him. I owe him that. Okay, right. So we'll try and bury him then, I suppose. So bury him. His belongings should remain with him. Examine the body, then bury the Doctor, or get out of here. I think maybe we should examine the body just to make sure that there's no kind of foul play. Because what if something bad has happened? What if we figure out that somebody's actually killed him rather than him sadly taking his own life? So let's examine the body and see what happened. So what's this? We took the body down and began searching it. It wasn't a pleasant task, but we found a few items, some cigarettes, a lighter, unmarked medicine, and a letter. Oh, we've got some medicine. Oh, we've just gone through his pockets. Oh, I thought we were forensically examining it. Okay, right, we're rifling through his things. So we've got unmarked medicine. Yeah, okay, fine. Unmarked makes me a little bit uneasy, but okay, it's gone up there as one medicine, which is fine. And a letter. So take the items, but read the letter later. Read it out loud. We shouldn't have any secrets. Destroy the letter or leave the letter with the body. Oh, now what do we do with this? Take the items but read the letter later. I mean, okay, do we... Yeah, we want to take the items. I suppose we have already got that medicine, though. It's already up here. Should we read it out loud? Just to see what the letter says? I feel like we should probably read it aloud so everyone can hear it. Otherwise, yeah, this might have been a key to something. This might be very, very important. So yeah, we'll read this out loud. We were shocked. Why would the doctor doubt the light and still try to get to it? Who was the sage? Oh, and up here they're saying, let the man rest in peace. Couldn't you be more polite? Okay, so they're having a little chat between themselves. So who was the sage? It seemed like he reached a breaking point last night, but what caused him to give up? Okay, so he is suddenly doubting the light. He's doubting the big disco rave on the hill over there with the amazing light setup. So, okay, so he's doubting that. After the blackout, we need to be tough. Maybe that wasn't the right call. I think we need to be a bit tough. I mean, everything has gone to pieces. So yeah, we need to be a little bit tough. With heavy hearts, we came back to the house. The doctor's backpack stood on a table, a painful reminder of his absence. We were about to move out. That was our last stop. So we can either grab the backpacks and go, take a look at the doctor's belongings, or search the house. Now I'm thinking we've already got some medicine from the doctor himself. I imagine if we look through his backpack, whatever it was, yes, his backpack, it's just going to have more medicine in. I am hopeful that if we search the house, we then get ourselves some other items. We might find food or energy drinks or mood boosters. I mean, we might find medicine as well. I do not know. But I'm thinking maybe, yeah, the doctor's sort of backpack will give us medicine. Maybe if we search the house, we get to do something else. Ah, right, okay. So this is like a little, it's like a little mini game. Now, I don't know what dictates the amount that this danger level goes up, but when we click on a thing in a house that we're searching, the danger level increases. So, and I don't know what happens when it gets to the top. Something dangerous happens, I assume. I don't know. The house falls apart. Somebody hears us. I don't know. So let's just look over, I know, the cupboard there. A photo of a happy family. Kids laughing and adults looking at each other with sheer love in their eyes. Where are they now? Yeah, okay, let's leave that there. So we've searched that thing, and the danger level's gone up a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, let's open this. What is in this bit of the house? Right, this looks like a bathroom area. So let's search that. Might be a bathroom cabinet. We found some food in the bathroom. Okay, that's fantastic. Hooray, we'll take some food. That's what I wanted. So we've got one food. Let's look in there. You didn't find anything. Okay, right, just a whole load of nothing. That looks like a fridge. So that could be quite good as well. You found a leather jacket. Okay. Do you know what, though? Fridges, useless. They're not going to be doing anything. There's no power. So it's just another kind of cupboard, I guess. Okay. We'll take the leather jacket. A jacket. Let's set a camp and equip it. Okay. I don't know how we do that bit yet, Boris. We'll get to that in a second. Right. So come out of this. We should move on now. Let's go. At least we tried. Aha. Right. Camp. Go to our camp and prepare for the journey ahead. Yeah, let's do that. Because if we've got something to equip, we might as well equip it. Oh, look, we've got a little camp just out by the road. And that's where we can see our target over there. Okay, how do we equip stuff? They said leather jacket up there. How do we go about actually making somebody wear the jacket? Well, okay. Open inventory. That sounds like a good thing. There we go. So a jacket. A sturdy leather jacket. It decreases fatigue while walking. Now, the only thing I don't know is, I don't know how much fatigue people are going to take. I'm not entirely sure. Right, what I'm thinking is, it said there that she has biker's clothes. So if she's got biker's clothes on, and then she's going to wear a jacket as well, that seems a little bit excessive. Also, that seems to be different wording to what we saw at the front. So, when we were looking at her to choose her as the leader, I think. Mysterious and witty, this tough gal seems like she's seen her deal of fishy business. Her smile makes her look like a cat ready to pounce. Don't ask why she carries around that helmet and won't change out of the biker's clothes. Just don't. Okay, I think maybe we give the jacket to Sanvi, because Sanvi does not have anything. She's not got any inventory at all. But Sarah is wearing she's got motorbike leathers on. So let's equip the jacket to you. Do I drag it onto here, I assume? Oh, there's a big equip button down there. Let's press that. So that means that she will take less stamina while we're walking, was it? Yeah, okay. And we also have a blanket as well. Necessary for a good night's rest. Enhanced stamina increase. Ah, okay. Well, I think if this were the case, Boris would not take a blanket for himself because he's like he's got a heart of gold and he wants everyone else to be happy. So I think he would give that to Sarah. He would let Sarah have the blanket. So Sarah, equip yourself a lovely blanket, and Boris can he could go on and have the next useful item. Okay, so I think that's us done. So hit the road then begins our story, does it? We don't need to sleep or anything. It seems like everyone's got enough stamina. So, okay, yeah, let's hit the road. So we've felt well prepared for the coming road. Okay, let's go. So I think this is where our journey begins. So we should start walking along. There we go, look. So just the three of us just having a little walk along. And then this is kind of the format of the game now. We walk along, we find a thing, we deal with the thing, and then we see what happens. So in front of us, there was a derelict shop with some apartment above. Even though this place looked peaceful, because there were no windows left, the building made a rather grim impression. And yeah, it all looks very bleak, doesn't it? It all looks very kind of desolate and post-apocalyptic. It's all very terrible. Okay, so maybe we should check it, have a closer look. We should leave, or Victor, can you go there? But we don't have Victor. I can't remember who Victor was, if I'm honest. Was he the clever guy? Or was he the photographer guy? I can't remember, but whatever. We don't have a Victor to go there, so we can't choose Victor. So, do we go and have a look, or do we just ignore it? I'm thinking we ignore it. We've got a bit of medicine. We've got a bit of food. We'll probably come across... but it is a derelict shop. It's a shop. And the thing is, I'm thinking there might be someone in the apartment above who is defending the shop. But we can scout it out, can't we? Isn't she good? She's good at scouting. So she can silently scout most places. Let's go and have a look. We might find some useful resources. So let's go and have a closer look. As you came closer, you noticed signs of forced entry. Still, it was silent, so whoever did this must be long gone. Okay, so maybe, well, we'll go and look for something, we won't find anything. Okay, well, let's search anyway. So we get this little search thing. Right, okay. So now, we could search these three things here, but we might want to actually get into one of these rooms up here. Who knows? It's absolute random chance, isn't it? Let's try and go into that one. Oh, okay, right, this is bad. You heard some rustle behind the door. It was a strange sound, a little bit like claws ripping on the floor, or some papers being rushed around. What shall we do? If that's giving me a hint as to what's on the other side of the door, like a jackal or a coyote or whatever, then let's leave it alone. Let's go away. You heard some barking, but you already made your mind. Someone will come for this animal for sure. Let's go. Danger level has crept up. Right, let's just check the three things that we can. Is there anything here? Used up everyday medicine, used to keep illness at bay. Okay, so yeah, not anything useful for us, unfortunately. Danger level is creeping up. Let's look there. Nothing. Damn, what about there? Nothing. Okay, let's see if we can get into this room and have a look at something. So let's see if we can go into here. Oh, it's in that room as well. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's run away. So yeah, look, that was a complete waste of time. Unless we went into that room with potentially an animal in it, and then who knows what would have happened. It might have attacked us. It might have bitten us. We might have got, I don't know, some sort of terrible wound that could have festered. So yeah, I think maybe leaving is probably the most prudent thing. So okay, it is time to go on. So let us go and see what happens next time. Let's have a look. Oh, we're being attacked. I think the road led us through a thick forest. Suddenly we're attacked. A group of people. Right, Boris has got special action. So they want us to give them everything. Boris is going to take the strongest one. Okay, that hurts. I think Boris is being hurt. We should go after them. Let's rob the leader. The leader of the band was down. No, let's rob the leader. If he's coming to attack us, we took some cigarettes and food from the leader's backpack. We deserve the price. Let's take what's ours, and go. We took some cigarettes. Right, okay. Now that's quite tricky to do because obviously there's a meter running down there, which I imagine means that if that meter gets to the bottom, then something bad happens. So I have to read that quite quickly. So hopefully that was the right kind of choices. I just picked Boris's action because he doesn't want people to get hurt. So I think he's quite keen on keeping his buddies here alive. So yeah, I think that was probably the right thing to do. But yeah, that's quite panicky, isn't it? That's all very tense. Okay. Right, everyone have a sit down. There's a lonely woman here. A lonely woman came running towards us. She begged us to help her sick son, whose condition has been getting worse from a few days. It appears that she needs meds and food. Okay, in times like this, we should help one another. She's alone and vulnerable. Let's take her stuff. You can't do that. I suppose that there might be the mindset of that. That's how you survive. I couldn't do that. I couldn't cast aside my humanity. Or just don't really care. Let's just leave her alone. Yeah, I'm thinking we help her. I mean, it might be a ludicrous trap, but she might give us something, or she might warn us of something, or give us a heads up on something. I don't know. In times like this, we should help one another. Let's be nice. So we lost a medicine and a food. The woman thanked and hugged each one of us. We lit a spark of hope in her eyes. And now, we have lost some stuff, but morale has just gone absolutely through the roof. So look at that. It's all green, which is wonderful. Happy, happy, happy. They're all happy. They're all happy, clappy people. In fact, look, their expressions have changed. They've got kind of pointy sort of triangle eyes now, which is good. So yeah, they're all delighted. Okay, good deeds come around. There you go. Hopefully you can cure your child. Okay, right. This looks ominous. We saw a shopping centre on the horizon. Always crowded before the blackout, now is completely derelict, like a place from horror stories. Yeah, and we all know how well they turn out. Now, we can do one of her fancy things. We can do her scouting action. So let's do that. Let's silently check out this shopping centre and see what's going on. Most of the shops were ransacked already. Sarah stopped by a wedding dress shop and froze. She wanted to wait for the group outside. Were you going to get married and the person you were going to marry died? Or were you jilted or something like that? I do not know. Oh, that's intriguing. We've got a little bit of story. Let's look for supplies without Sarah. Sarah, we need you now. Come with us. Yeah, we need you because you're quite tough. We need you. Come with us, please. Surprisingly, Sarah didn't quarrel and just agreed to do what she was told to do. We grabbed quite a lot of things, but she was silent all the time. When we found cigarettes, she smoked 3 at once. Crikeys. Okay, I'm fine. Can we go now? Okay, let's go for that then. So we got I think we'd get a bit of food. Did we get some food and some mood boosters? I wasn't paying attention to that up there. Okay, we reached the next city on our journey. It was different than the others we passed. There were clear signs of fighting on streets and building walls. It seemed dangerous. What should we do? Do not go into this city. It seems dangerous and we don't like danger. The marks are probably from before the blackout. Really? What country are we in? Okay, fine. Avoid the town, or the damage looks fresh. We should avoid this place, which is Boris's action. I entirely agree, Boris. Yes, let's not go to that place. We were taking the long way around the town. We heard shots echoing in the distance. It seems we've made the right decision by not going there. Yeah, it was a smart decision. We are safer here. So yeah, it might be a bit longer, but I would rather take a little while longer to do what we need to do than end up a little bit dead. On the way, we found an empty overpass. Suddenly we heard a cry coming from below. Was it a child crying? What shall we do? Okay, and I can hear a child's sad cry. Ignore it. A kid here under the overpass. Ridiculous. Wait for a moment and see what happens. Let's check. Now, this screams trap. It screams trap. Because obviously there's a child crying under an overpass. Let's wait for a moment and see what happens. Does somebody poke their head up checking if we're coming or whatever? So let's have a little look. The cry suddenly stopped and deadly silence fell on the overpass. There were only us and the wind. What should we do now? Okay, search for the source of the sound. It's too suspicious. Let's go there and call out. Let's go and shout, because maybe there's somebody else there as well. Maybe there's a parent with the child. Let's go there and call out. We couldn't find the source of crying under the overpass, even though we checked everywhere. We gave up the search after the crying stopped and hit the road again. Well, that's just a little bit creepy, isn't it? Oh, I'm creeped out. I am officially all sorts of weirded out. A bullet flew nearby. It was just one running away. The attacker jumped out of nowhere as the victim tried to run away. We shall also... we'll hide. Actually, can we hide? As we hid, we saw the attacker left his belongings and rushed after his victim. Oh, the attacker... Oh, search his backpack. Absolutely, search the backpack. We searched the backpack and crawled away. After all, we had an angry shout behind us. The attacker didn't notice us and we could move away. Right, okay. Again, very quick with that red thing kind of ticking down. That red bar. As soon as we get to the bottom, we get hurt. But I think what happened was there was an attacker mugging someone. The attacker ran away and left his backpack, so we ran in, nicked some stuff from the naughty person, and then also ran away. So there you go. That just shows crime doesn't pay. A stray dog came up to us knee-high. Didn't look very dangerous. Maybe it lost its owner. Wait till the owner might be somewhere close. Scare it away. Wait a little bit to see what happens. Yeah, now this is another one of these things. The owner could be really nice and might say, thank you, you found my dog. Here, have all this medicine and lovely things. Or the owner might be a horrible lunatic who's got a shooting gun and wants to, murder us a bit. So, I don't know. Let's wait. The owner might be somewhere close. You waited, but you don't see anyone else. And now Anne would have a special action. So Anne the child would say, oh, a doggy. Okay, but we can't do that. Should we call the dog? On the proviso that maybe we need to run away or somehow defend ourselves against it if it gets angry. Let's call the dog. The dog didn't trust you enough to come closer. You saw that it hesitated, but caution prevailed. The dog was pretty skinny. I mean, we do have some food, but yes, indeed, leave it alone. It can have rabies. If it comes over and it bites us because it's hungry and it's all kind of, cross and grumpy, then we would take some damage, and we do not have medicine to heal anybody. I'm thinking we leave it. Let's leave it alone. It can have rabies. We're just going to leave it alone. The dog sits in the distance, looking at you with big, brown, sad eyes, observing you as you go. Oh, well, that's... Go back. Go back and give it a hug. Oh, no. Oh, I feel like we should have possibly gone to talk to the dog. Oh, no. It's got big, brown, sad eyes. Like, reverse. Edit, undo. Edit, undo. The area we were passing through didn't seem as ransacked as other places we've been to. We started talking about the possibility of finding a store or warehouse that didn't get looted yet. So try looking around but stick together. Or Boris says we can split up to cover more ground. Boris, have you ever seen films of this nature? People split up and people die. They split up and do not return. We are not going to split up. I know it's one of your special actions, but it makes me nervous. We need to stick together because, if there's three of us with one sort of foe, that's fine. We're probably okay. We can all three of them just jump on somebody and wail on them. At 1-on-1, we are less likely to survive. So yeah, we're going to stick together. We're not going to go on our own because that's just silly. We couldn't find any untouched store, but there was a truck containing canned goods and some tools. Not much, but better than nothing. Absolutely. We had to figure out how to get inside. So don't waste time on the truck. I can open the door, or let's break a window and open the truck. Okay, I mean, we'll go for the quieter option, just in case there's anybody else round. I can easily open the door. So Sarah, can you open the door? Sarah picked a lock. I think we got some food. Okay, that's good. Sarah picked a lock on the back of the door. All we had to do after that was gather the supplies. Everything went nice and smooth. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm just taking a look at this here. Our stamina is on about half for everybody. Well, in fact, no, not for Sanvi, because Sanvi has a jacket on, doesn't she? So she's taking less stamina sort of damage, I suppose. So she's losing less stamina. But yeah, they're down to about half. That's okay. I think that is okay. I'm not too troubled by that. We might have to make camp at some point. I mean, it looks light at the moment. I imagine it's better to make camp when it's dark. Okay, so we were lucky this time. We'll see what the stamina falls to. And I don't know when it goes red. I don't know when the meters change or whatever. I don't kind of know what these levels are like. Something moved in the thick bushes next to the road. There wasn't much around except for abandoned fields and some single houses in the distance. Check it, wait and see if it does it again, scare it off or leave it. I don't know what it is. I mean, is it an animal? Did we get a hint as to what it was? Let's wait and see if it moves again. It's people. Okay, do they want to kill us? No. Okay, right. Okay, no, it might be okay. We silently waited for the bushes to move again. After a short while, two kids, a boy and a girl with a pretty big backpack, went out of their hiding. And the first option, let's take it from them. It's two kids. Don't take their things off them. What kind of soulless monster would do this? So let's not do that. We can leave them alone, or we can help them by giving them some food. Hopefully we only give them one food. I know there's two of them. But hopefully we give them one food and they might give us some medicine or something. So we should help them. Oh, hang on. That increased our food. I don't understand what happened just there. Didn't we give them a piece of food? We had 4 and now we've got up to 5. Okay, that's weird. We get them food and the boy swiftly grabbed it from our hands. They ran away through the fields as if the devil himself chased them. At least they won't be hungry. We shouldn't share our supplies like that or let us go. Yeah, that went up. I wonder if that's a little bit of a technical glitch there, because that doesn't make any sense. But okay, at least they won't be hungry, and neither will we, because we've got more food. Yay! A man ran toward us. What was he into? I don't know, interpretive tap. I don't know what he was into. Ask him and find out. He might be a really big fan of 1940s Hollywood films. No idea. Hide from him, try to stop him, or ignore him. Try to stop him? As in just to say hello. I don't want to stop him and, bop him in the face and he falls over. Just try to stop him to say hi. Or do we just hide? We hide from him and see what he's doing. Let's hide from him, because that's good. The man ran next to us, not stopping, holding some packet close to his side. The pack looked like it was precious to him. I have no business with this man's mysterious packet of whatever it is. Maybe Amazon is still operating at this point. I don't know how, but he's getting a prime delivery to someone. The timescales have slipped a little bit. Rather next day, it's like, within 2 months delivery. But okay, he's delivering an Amazon Prime package. That's absolutely fine. Whatever it was, let us just get on our way. What a strange encounter it was for you. Still, you proceeded on your way, hoping it would be the last strange thing to happen to you for a while. Ominous words indeed. Okay, let's go. I need to make sure, that's the sun. So is it getting dark? Yeah, we might want to set up camp. This store seemed to be more run down than any other we saw lately. Shelves on the floor, broken fridges, which aren't working anyway. Some of its wares lying on the floor. Okay, we might be able to find something, however. Check the rummage. Is rummage a word? Okay. You can rummage through something. I don't think you can check rummage. Okay, that's fine. We'll go and check some rummage. Oh, okay, right. It's absolute potluck. I have no idea. Top right. Let's go there. Danger level has crept up. Okay, well, let's search both these things. We found thermoactive shirt. Don't know what that is. Thermoactive. Oh, it's a thermal shirt. Oh, absolutely. Yes, please. Boris, you can wear a nice thermal shirt. Now, I'm going to assume that because we've got something out of that, that's going to be empty. But I feel obliged to check it anyway, even though I'm fairly sure it'll be empty. Yeah, nothing. Okay, never mind. That's not the danger level up. Let's check the other top floor, because, again, it's completely random. And we'll look in there. Nothing. We might get a couple more. We might be able to open a door and find one more thing. So, medicine. We need some medicine. Let's open this one. Oh, I don't like it. That's too near. And we'll look in, I don't know, those lockers. We found some food. That's fantastic. We are not letting that tick up. Right, exit. That when it got to the top, that was ticking up. That was increasing. And that makes me nervous. Some of the things here are apparently utterly useless after the blackout. Probably most of the better stuff was already taken. However, Boris does have a fancy shirt to put on. He's got a thermal shirt. Do we want to make camp? Do we just press that and set a camp? It looks like it's getting dark. Maybe we do. I don't know. I feel like we need to wait for night. I think that's the sun. So let's go. Let's do another encounter. And then we'll see. There we go. Right. I imagine we sleep better at night. Oh, this is going to be creepy, isn't it? As you went on, you heard some crying. A woman holding her kid in her arms. The kid seemed unconscious. Check up on her. Is the kid all right? None of your business. Okay, again, this screams trap. It screams, you're going to go over and say, oh, are you okay? And she's going to pull out a gun and shoot us in the head. But I kind of feel obliged, because if it's not a trap and we walk past somebody in dire need of help, then it's all just terrible. And we've lost our humanity. So let's check up on her. The woman wept, did you see him? That real troublemaker. And cuddled her kid even more. It seemed the kid was hurt badly. Okay, there was some guy on the road. Was that the man with the package? Oh, was he involved in this? There was some guy on the road. Can we help you? She's vulnerable. Rob her. Oh my goodness me. Can we help you? Did you see him? No, can we help you? That's more important. Can we help out at the moment? She shrugged her head. What he had left in this world, what she had left, I imagine, what she had left in this world was gone. Her son was gone. And for what? Oh my goodness me. Oh crikey. Okay, let's go. Let's press the camp button. We'll set a camp as soon as we move from here. Oh, right. It just sort of pops up. Okay. Right. So we've got food. So do we want to eat the food? Food. How do we eat the food and have a little rest? Because I imagine that's going to be quite a good thing for us to do. Okay. Do we have to do this? Open inventory? That's not got food in it. However, we can look at what the shirt does. Decreases fatigue whilst walking. Boris, you can get yourself a lovely thermal shirt. Enjoy that, Boris. How do we eat food? Was it something I missed? Here, manage resources. We can talk with everybody, talk with the others. God, you're so annoying. Are you always so full of yourself? Brilliant. Well, there we go. I'm glad we had that chat. Let's do it again another time. Okay, manage resources. What resource should Sarah take? Medicine, energy drinks, food, or mood boosters? Well, food. Food. Let's see if we can get that topped up a bit. Although it seems all right now. It seems okay. Do we need to eat food when it's half? I kind of feel, but then if we top it up, then we're probably fine. And we've got 6 food. So we're probably okay. Let's have a lovely bit of food. She took food out of our backpacks. Should she use it, maybe someone else would need it more. We've got 6. So we might as well see what this does. So Sarah, eat this food. You're on about half. I think you're on about half. So let's see what it does. So thank you. Nom, 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 nom. You eat the food. Okay. So it tops you up to, not exactly the top, but you're in the green for food. Okay, right. Everybody else do the same sort of thing. So Boris, have yourself a lovely bit of food. I owe you one. It's fine, Boris. Don't worry about it. And then Sanvi, manage resources, take the food. And yes, please. Okay. So you go, nom, nom, nom. You eat the food. Okay, you're a deer. Am I? Okay, thank you. And then we just want to have a rest just to see what happens, just to get our stamina back. Because Sanvi's okay, but Boris and Sarah are a little bit kind of worn out. So I imagine we press the ZZZs. The place of the camp looks safe enough for you to rest. How long would you like to rest? A short break, a short nap, or a long sleep? Right, okay, those things are shining. When I put my the cursor over these, so short break gets us food. I imagine it would impact food, because yes, we're not eating anything, but it would get us back a little bit of stamina. A short nap seems to do food, stamina, and morale, whereas a long sleep does all 4. Okay, right. I don't think we need to necessarily do a long sleep. We don't need to recover our health. But would that be a good thing to do anyway? Do a long sleep, and then that gets us a lot of stamina back, and it might recover some health. Yeah, let's do a long sleep. Why not? We might as well have a nice long kip. Okay, so that's coming down. So food is coming down, which you would expect because they're all asleep. Health is looking pretty good. Everybody's energy is looking very good indeed. You slept like a baby. Even though you slept for quite some time, you feel a lot better. Okie doke, right. Well, let's do something else. I suppose we just get back on the road then, do we? I would like medicine. I would like some medicine. But okay, right. Well, let's hit the road and see where we go from here. We stopped by nearby ruins and slipped off our backpacks. Oh, she just said, what's that noise? Oh, okay. It was so peaceful that we left them there and walked a few steps away. Well, that was completely idiotic, wasn't it? You fools. Then we heard some strange sound behind us. Who's there? Move there carefully. Ignore it. Move there carefully. I mean, that might cost us something, but yeah, I think we err on the side of caution. So let's move there carefully. We frightened a scrawny girl that searched for our backpacks. She didn't manage to steal anything. We were lucky. Teach her a lesson. Okay, that sounds mean. Why are you here? Says Sanvi. Or drive her off. Well, those seem mean. Don't want to teach her a lesson. I don't want to make her run away because clearly she is in need of something. So let's use Sanvi's special action and say, why are you here? The girl looked at Sanvi with tears in her eyes and explained that she lost her parents recently. Let her go, or have a little bit of not a lecture, but a bit of advice. You're a fearless girl, but you can't steal. Do you know what? I would give you some food, maybe. I mean, I don't think I should give you mood boosters. I can't just give you booze. I wouldn't mind giving you some food. You're a fearless girl, but you cannot steal. The girl wasn't very convinced by Sanvi's words, but she was relieved we didn't do anything to her. She had never thought that she'd become a thief. The blackout changed everything. Okay, right, let's go. This is all very bleak, isn't it? It's very bleak. We found a sign nailed to one of the trees. We were near Frank's camp. That is what we were supposed to go and find, wasn't it? To stock up on supplies before we head off on a big journey over that way. Frank's camp, the one that, according to the doctor, was supposed to help us. Okay, so much time passed since his death. Let's look around. There's still hope. Or don't give in to hope just yet. I mean, let's look around. At a sign? Do we want to look at a sign? Okay. I'm intrigued as to why there's a let's look around option, as though there is something else here for us to happen across. Let's look around. Oh, we found some food, I think. We looked around and found an old stash nearby. One of the food rations was still useful. If people from the camp had stashes like this one around the site, they were probably doing well. It could be wise. It might be a trap. It's a trap. Let's just go, or it's suspicious. It could be wise. I mean, I don't like the other options. That one doesn't seem to make any grammatical sense. But okay, it could be wise. Something could be wise. Maybe the camp before us was proof that society was being rebuilt. If they had more than enough to leave food out here, it must have meant something. Okay, well, let's see if we can get there, shall we? Let's see if we can get to this fabled place. In the distance, a strange man staggered toward us. Was he drunk? Suddenly, he sat under a tree, breathing heavily, and closed his eyes. Okay, and here we have some things tied to our skills, our nature, sorry. So Boris is an idealist. What's Sanvi? Sanvi is an idealist, and Sarah is a survivalist. So I can't remember who was a loner, but there was someone who was a loner. The photographer at the start, I think, maybe. So he would say watch. The idealist will say check on him. The survivalist says he's weak, rob him. Or we could just ignore it. Let's check on him. It's a special idealist thing. So let's check on him. I mean, he might be wounded. He might have, I don't know, like a gunshot wound or something. Or he might be injured in some way. And we might, I mean, we've got no medicine to help him. But yeah, we might be able to give him some food or apply him with caffeine energy drinks. So check on the man. Please, sugar, don't let me sleep, he whispered. He struggled to keep himself awake. Right, okay, so either he's referring to sugar as in the actual, the good, a thing with sugar in that you might want to put in your tea or your coffee or whatever, or he's being affectionate to us. Overly affectionate, I would say. So please, sugar, don't let me sleep. But yeah, that could be the case. Maybe he's delirious and he thinks like we're his, I don't know, whatever, wife or whatever. He struggled to keep himself awake. Do what he wants. Well, let's keep him awake. Don't let him fall asleep. You grab some candy bar from his backpack and gave it to the man. Oh, he's diabetic, who felt a bit better. If it weren't for you, he would fall into a diabetic coma. In return, he handed you some canned food. Marvellous. Okay, let's go. One day we'll restore what we lost. Not our problem. This is the world now. Yeah, one day we will restore what was lost. I have hope that the world can be repaired. A sudden commotion in front of us woke us from our thoughts. Loud cries and shouts were coming fast toward us. It sounds like trouble. Run. Absolutely. We didn't run too far. Fell over a dead body. Stab man. Blood flowing. It's not our business. Run. Smell of alcohol followed us, but we managed to run from the men. We'll never forget what we saw. Let's go. Okay. Some sort of attack. We didn't want to get involved. We ran away. We stumbled over a body and we still ran away. Probably for the best. Because we haven't got any... I think we've got slots for hands. Yeah, we haven't got any weapons. I wouldn't feel so bad if we had some form of defence for self-defence purposes. I wouldn't feel quite so bad. But yeah, we don't have anything to fight back with. So at the moment, I think we need to avoid combat, if at all possible. This store's windows were all broken. Its interior all covered with vulgar graffiti, and someone put all their frustration into it. Let's have a peek inside and hope that the person who's doing the vulgar graffiti still is not there. Let's have a peek inside. Shelves inside were broken too, but you hope to be able to find anything here. Okay, let's have a look around. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay, there's something just there. Some blue stuff. So let's open that one and have a look what that means. Oh, there's a hole in the ceiling. Oh, there's only one thing there. And that's got nothing in. So our danger level is on about... well, not quite a third, but it's gone up quite a chunk and we've not found anything. Let's go into the other ground floor one. Danger level creeps up. Anything there? Mood boosters. Hurrah! We've found some booze. Marvellous. Okay, go into that one. Nothing. We're probably going to get one more shot. So we're able to open a door, look for a thing, and then exit at pace. Top left. Why not? And let's look at that. Medicine. That's fantastic. Then exit really quickly. Run away. A stray cat observed you all this time. As you searched the shop, you felt silently judged by it as you moved on. Oh dear. Was it friends with the dog that we left behind earlier? Maybe the dogs went out of word and gone, do you know what? These three idiots went by. I had big puppy dog eyes at them and everything, and they completely ignored me. Idiots. Maybe the cat's friends with that dog. Oh dear. Guilt. We were watching the road when we spotted a group of people in the distance coming our way. Those strangers haven't seen us yet. Sarah, what do you think? Now, yeah, Sarah's good at kind of scouting, so let's get Sarah to go and have a little look at what's going on. We should stay hidden. We shouldn't take unnecessary risks. Signal to them. figure out who they are, hide and wait until they pass us. That did say, Sarah down here said we should hide. And I mean, we do have another action here. Send Sarah take a closer look. I think we hide and wait until they pass us. That's what Sarah over here said in a little speech bubble. I am absolutely on board with that. Let's hide and wait until they pass. The group passed by a hiding spot. Soon they disappeared over the horizon. It's for the best. Let's go. We'll have to rebuild trust with people one day, or we can't trust anyone. We will have to rebuild trust with people one day. They might have been the nicest group of people who might have given us hugs and tea and biscuits. But yeah, we just can't take that risk, because they might have also been horrible people who wanted to rip our legs off. So I think we'll rebuild trust with people one day when all this is blown over. So let's choose that and just carry on our merry way. As we moved down the road, we noticed an old fast food restaurant next to the road. We immediately became hungry at the thought of snacks and coffee we'd hoped to find there. I mean, snacks and coffee, the power has been off for 3 months. Stuff's going to be a little bit kind of horrible by now, isn't it? 3 months of it not being refrigerated. I suppose there'll be packeted stuff, I guess. Okay, let's check it. Or get Sarah again. I'm glad you're here, Sarah. You've been very useful. Get inside to the back door. Yeah, well, let's use her amazing sneaky powers. We saw a man pacing around the restaurant holding a gun. He didn't see us. Take what we can and run, or walk away quietly. I'm thinking we just walk away quietly. We go in there. He's got a gun. He's got a shooty, killy gun that's going to kill us in the face. So I think we walk away quietly. It's only some mood boosters. We've got 3 of those and everyone's mood is absolutely tip top. So I'm not so bothered about that. We might need to set up camp and go and eat something at some point soon. There was a small town, barely a village, along the road. It seemed abandoned, but we could spare the time to search it for supplies or other useful items. Yeah, I'm thinking we might need more medicine. But then what I do worry is that we go into this place to find more medicine and then we get injured and need to use our bit of medicine to repair the people that went looking for medicine in the first place. We should search the town, check 1 or 2 buildings, or keep going. It's probably empty. Let's search. You know what? We've got loads of energy. Everyone seems pretty healthy. Let's go and search the town. What is the worst that could happen? We were searching through our 3rd building when a woman approached us and asked us, clearly annoyed, what we were doing. She wasn't armed, but we noticed someone moving outside. Okay, we're just passing by and about to move on. Let's jump her. She's probably the leader. Sarah. Oh dear, right, okay. We thought this place was abandoned. Let's ask her about this place. Yeah, Sanvi, let's go with your option. Let's ask her what's going on. The woman explained they turned a large portion of the village into a museum of pre-Blackout history. The populace moved into a few buildings and the remaining ones were not to be disturbed. Oh, it's like a museum site. That's beautiful, but it doesn't mean we can't trade. Okay, what have we got? 1513. Let's see if we can do any trading. The woman agreed, a nasty grin appeared on her face. She liked our offer and would appreciate some supplies. Exchange meds for food, smokes for coffee, food for alcohol. Meds. No, hang on. Exchange meds for food. We want meds. Does that mean we get meds? Who's getting which bit of this exchange? Exchange our meds for some food. Oh, yeah, this is confusing. I don't know which bit we're exchanging. I want some meds, but yeah, I'll give her some food and we get some medicine. That will be great. If it goes the other way round, that's going to be unfortunate. Exchange smokes for coffee. Smokes? I assume smokes are mood boosters and coffee is energy drink, which would make sense. Yeah, I don't know which way round it is. Oh no. I'm just going to press this and see what happens. Exchange meds for... No, it was the other way round. Botherations. Okay, we've lost our medicine. We came here looking for medicine and we have not got any medicine, but we have got some food. Okay, fine. We're escorted to town outskirts. We were not welcomed. Yeah, well, it was rubbish anyway. Bye, let's get out of here. We found a perfect spot to rest, a tiny wooden cottage. It was dilapidated, but the surroundings were so peaceful that we'd gladly stay a little while in here and relax a little. Let's get inside. I'm a bit nervous. Can we check first? Can we look through any of the windows? Let's go inside. Oh no, glass breaking, the burst of flames. The cottage caught fire quickly. We were trapped. Break the window. Managed to escape the window, flames licking our feet. We made it outside, but it wasn't over. Move. We moved out the fire's reach. We were lucky the fire didn't spread further. Brilliant. Good job, everybody. Good job. Why did it catch fire? Was that a trap? Was someone actually waiting for us to go in and then burn it down and then take our things, our burnt things? I don't know, but that was terrible. Right, okay. Noted, don't go into strange little cottages. The house creaked as you approached it. It seemed empty. The place resembled one of those haunted mansions a long derelict time ago. I don't want to go into a haunted mansion. We just went into a nice cottage and it almost killed us to death with fire. So I think maybe going to a haunted mansion is going to be all sorts of bad. Get closer, go round the house, or go from here. Go round the house. Surroundings seemed peaceful, but the closer you looked at the house, the more devastated it seemed. Still, it had a charming backyard. Search the house? Is it worth searching it? Probably massive, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay, right, it's very big. Okay, let's just pick that one. Nothing. How much did that move the danger level up? That one? Nothing. That one? Nothing. I'm seeing a pattern forming here. Nothing. Pick one from the kitchen. Nothing. I don't want to go into one of these rooms. Let's just open up all of the existing things. What about that one? Nothing. And exit. Right, that was a massive waste of time. The house creaked as if it was bidding you farewell. Let's go. Bye-bye, rubbish empty house. We came across a small campsite hidden in dense thicket on the side of the road. It was empty, but the campfire was clearly extinguished recently as there was still smoke coming off of it. Let's get closer. Perhaps there's supplies. It doesn't seem safe. We should move on. I mean, I'm all for getting a bit of medicine now, so let's go a little bit nearer. We got closer to the campsite. There was nobody there, but we found some fresh fruit, which we ate immediately. Okay, did that help with our hunger levels? Should we look around the tent? That's enough. Someone was here recently. Let's search it. Yeah, well, someone was here recently. Someone is coming. Oh, botherations. Okay, right. Can we hide, please? We hid in the very last moment before a group of angry young men came back to the campsite. Luckily, they immediately started arguing about something and we snuck out. Yeah, we got lucky. That was very lucky. Look, they've got knives, stabby knives, hitty clubs. Yeah, we were very lucky there. Yeah, we absolutely dodged a bullet there. How is the stamina looking? Stamina's looking really good for everyone, so we don't need to camp. We came across an obstacle. A fast-flowing river blocked the road forward, and the nearby bridge collapsed some time ago. What should we do? Swim? That sounds terrible. Scout? Yes, Sarah, or look for a ford. Sarah, go and scout the area. 'Tis your special thing. Sarah managed to find a crossing, and soon we were on the other side. Okay, great. Thanks, Sarah. Good job. I'm glad I brought you along. We finally got to the camp, or what was left of it. There was mostly trash around us, and it seemed like stuff that people left behind as they left this place. So this is the camp. This is Frank's camp that we were supposed to find, and it's just annihilated and gone. And it's just a complete mess. Oh no, this is a disaster. Right. Check the southern side. Check the north. Look for a place to rest. Make sure it is safe. Abso-flippin-lutely. Yes, make sure it's safe. Wandering around the camp, we found a large tent that must have belonged to someone important. It was right in the centre of the encampment. Check inside it. Hopefully it's not full of terrible people. Let's have a look inside. Inside we saw a stack of abandoned papers, notes on the situation in the region. It must have been the leader's tent. Frank's. That was the man the doctor mentioned. Look at the state of the camp, or what happened in here. Yeah, look at the state of the camp. Apparently diseases and robbers hit the camp so hard that Frank decided to move on to another safer place. The last few notes mention a plan to relocate people safely. Is there anything useful? Maybe there's a secret message in this. Maybe we could find more information. Ah, yeah, now, you know, if they're going to do this, if they're going to try and get to this magical, I don't know, rave on the hill, then yeah, they maybe are sending secret messages to make sure that the people in the know secret stuff. Maybe there is a secret message. You found a short note from Frank to the doctor. People are dying. We waited for you to the last moment. You know where we are. There were no directions more specific than that. We have to find them, or maybe we should give up. Okay, that's not the right one. Right, we have to find them. Looking around, we found tracks and drag marks leading mostly in one direction. There was a chance we would be able to follow this trail to wherever these people have gone. Okay, right, so we're just going to kind of try and follow that trail, are we? Okie doke, fine. Do you know what though? I think we'll call it for now for Survive the Blackout. I think you've seen everything you need to see of the game to get a picture of how it works and what it's all about and all that kind of stuff. I'm quite happy that we found Frank's camp. because I think that's quite an important thing. We've got ourselves to a milestone in the game. You know, that was a goal that we got set at the very start, and we have reached there. I mean, it wasn't very good to reach. It was all sort of all horrible and abandoned and terrible, but at least we got there. So, you know, we've achieved a goal in the game, and we've ended up at somewhere quite nice, apparently. So it says here, your surroundings were pretty peaceful. You felt as if it was an excellent spot to stay. A little bit rest, think about the road so far. So I think, yeah, we're at a nice place. So we'll leave it for now. We shall leave Survive the Blackout because, yeah, we've seen how it all works. And yeah, it's an interesting sort of game. We've not taken that much in the way of damage. We've picked up some goods, but yeah, of course, medicine, as you might imagine, is quite hard to come by in this kind of world. So yeah, we haven't got any medicine, and we struggle to find any of it really. So yeah, we've got ourselves some good amounts of resources, and it's an interesting sort of game. I like the situations that pop up. It's one of these ones which does make you question what you would do in this situation. And yeah, you see the ones which are very much sort of very much survivalist. So you have to do what you must to survive. So look, there's a vulnerable person. Yes, we shall rob them, that kind of thing. You can go down that route to make sure that you survive because you are in this situation right now and you have to do that. But alternatively, you can do there's a vulnerable person, let's go and help them in order to try and, retain your humanity and that kind of stuff. So it's got those nice choices in. It's always good to have a bit of those choices to make you question your morals and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it seems to play very well. There's nice character things, good actions from your characters, your different sort of skill sets they've got. They can do different things. So, she did scouting and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun to play. I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to imagine that Boris and Sanvi and Sarah make their way on their journey. They deal with all the trials and tribulations and terrible things that get thrown at them. They try and do their best, and eventually they do reach the great big, whatever it is, the great big disco rave light show on the hill, and then it's all salvation for them. It's all lovely. Everything is very happy there, and it is all marvellous. And indeed, we'll just imagine that they do survive the blackout. So yeah, I think that's got to be the way we think of it. Otherwise, these three are just going to be a sad tale. I don't want it to be a sad tale because they've done very well so far. So yeah, let's just imagine that they go on and do very well and indeed do survive the blackout. But yes, we shall finish up for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other nonsense and gubbins that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
This is never going to end well if it's just me having to use my own wits and skill to survive. Beer! Drink! Can I just get leathered? That'll make me warm. Yes, like a drunk man trying to find his way to the bar. I don't know what I'm doing. I can play darts. 340! You've took on my monster munch. Where's all the monster munch?